Maya Carter had always been fascinated by the supernatural, so when she inherited her grandmother's old Victorian house in the countryside, she jumped at the chance to move in. The house, built in the late 1800s, was rumored to be haunted, though her grandmother had always laughed off such tales. "People love a good ghost story," her grandmother had said with a mischievous twinkle in her eye. After settling in, Maya quickly discovered that the house was more than just a piece of history. It was alive with secrets. The first signs on her first night, Maya sat in the living room, unpacking boxes while the faint sound of a music box floated through the air. She froze, listening intently. The melody was soft and haunting, coming from upstairs. Curiosity outweighed her fear. She grabbed her phone for a flashlight and ascended the creaky staircase. The sound grew louder as she approached a locked room at the end of the hall, her grandmother's old study. The door wouldn't budge. She leaned her ear against the wood, and the music stopped abruptly. A chill ran down her spine, but she dismissed it as her mind playing tricks on her. The unseen presence. Over the next few days, strange things began to happen. Objects moved on their own. Lights flickered without reason. At night, Maya would hear whispers in the hallway, soft, unintelligible murmurs that seemed to circle her room. One morning, she awoke to find her bedroom mirror fogged up, as if someone had been breathing on it. Scrawled into the condensation were the words, "Help me." Panic set in. Maya decided to investigate the house's history. After a trip to the local library, she uncovered chilling details. The house had been owned by a reclusive woman named Eleanor in the early 1900s. Eleanor's daughter, Clara, had disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Rumors suggested foul play, but no body was ever found, and Eleanor lived out her days in solitude. Contacting the spirits determined to get answers, Maya reached out to a local medium, a woman named Lydia, who specialized in communicating with spirits. Lydia arrived with an air of calm authority and set up a séance in the parlor. The room grew cold as Lydia began. "If there's a spirit here, reveal yourself." The candle flames flickered, and the table trembled beneath their hands. A disembodied voice echoed through the room. "She must find me. Who are you?" Maya asked, her voice shaking. The spirit didn't answer directly. Instead, a heavy thud sounded from upstairs. Maya and Lydia rushed to the study, where the locked door now hung open. The study's secret inside, the air was thick with an oppressive energy. Dusty furniture and scattered papers filled the room, but the focus was on an ornate music box sitting on the desk. Maya approached it cautiously, her heart pounding. As she opened the lid, the melody she'd heard before began to play. Beneath the mechanism was a hidden compartment containing a faded photograph of a young girl, Clara, and a small, blood-stained locket. Lydia gasped. "This is a tether. Her spirit is trapped here." Suddenly, the room erupted with activity. Books flew off the shelves, and the windows rattled violently. Clara's ghostly form appeared, her translucent face etched with sorrow. "She didn't mean to hurt me," Clara whispered. "She was trying to protect me." A shocking revelation through fragmented visions and whispers, Clara's story unfolded. Eleanor had hidden her daughter away to shield her from an abusive father who had threatened to take her back. One night, in a desperate attempt to escape him, Clara fell down the stairs and died. Overcome with grief and guilt, Eleanor buried Clara in the garden and kept her death a secret. The house's unrest stemmed from Eleanor's tortured spirit, unable to forgive herself. The final act. Maya knew what had to be done. With Lydia's guidance, she located Clara's burial site beneath an ancient oak tree in the backyard. As they unearthed the remains, the air grew heavy, and the wind howled around them. Once Clara's remains were given a proper burial in the local cemetery, the oppressive energy in the house lifted. For the first time in days, Maya felt at peace. That night, She dreamed of Clara and Eleanor embracing, their faces serene. When she awoke, the house was silent, the whispers gone. Maya stayed in the house, no longer afraid but comforted by the thought that its ghosts had found peace. Yet, on quiet nights, the faint sound of a music box could still be heard, a gentle reminder of the spirits who once called the house their home.